Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about Maui. Can you see that? Does that say Maui? I think so. It's so funny, I've owned this rain jacket or whatever, windbreaker for like, I don't know, 5 years? I've only worn it like 3 times. And that was all this week, I think. So anyway, it's been a little chilly. I mean, nothing major. We're talking like, 74 instead of 79. So one thing that happens when if you live in Hawaii for a long period of time, you get really spoiled and you start splitting hairs and you get just like, oh my gosh, it's so cold, when actually there's people swimming out here right now and in bathing suits, but your blood thins after a while. So I entitled this video, by the way, I was here for the sunset. It was beautiful. It was like this beautiful big orange ball touching the horizon. But again, Verizon, right? Verizon, horizon, didn't work. The horizon worked. The ball hit the horizon, but Verizon, as usual, did not work. So at any rate, yes, thank you Verizon for completely messing up my Maui fixation. But anyway, it's working now, I think, I hope, I have no idea. But if you're new to the channel, I'm all about bringing you the Maui Fix, which is daily, was daily for a long time. Now it's sort of like whenever I can squeeze it in, unfortunately, because I have a day job, which is also a night job. And anyway, I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate. And I've entitled this video, what's the best place to come visit? Because what I'm noticing now is there is a ton of visitors on Maui. Hallelujah. Thank you for coming back, guys. And so a lot of you are probably searching the internet right now thinking to yourself, man, we want to come to Hawaii on vacation. What's the best island? Considering what's going on with COVID and travel restrictions and just overall general vibe. And also some of you are thinking about moving here. How do I know this? Because we're about double the normal real estate sales than normal. And that's for all the above, land, condos, and homes, especially homes, actually residential homes. So you might be thinking, I'm coming to Maui or I'm coming to Hawaii. What is the best place to actually live? So quickly, I'm going to cover both of those subjects in the same conversation, if you will, and just quickly go through a rundown. And then we're going to look at the sunset a little bit, what's left of it, of why I believe Maui is no ka'oi. And of course, if you're not familiar with that term, Maui no ka'oi, what that means is Maui is the best. It is. Just straight up. That's why the Hawaiians have that saying, Maui no ka'oi. So back in the day, Maui, you probably know this, was actually the capital of the Hawaiian kingdom. Right here, Lahaina, the west side of Maui. So it could be argued that the best side of the best island is the west side, because that's where they had the capital, and that's also where the Hawaiian people came to go on their vacation, the Hawaiian royalty, I should say. This was their vacation spot. So I think that's a pretty good indication of what is the best place to come on vacation for you, if that is in fact where the Hawaiians came on their vacation. The royalty could have gone anywhere in the Hawaiian island chain, but they came here to the west side of Maui. So what makes, I mean, I could talk about the other islands and what kind of sucks about them, honestly, but that would be not that cool, because there's something amazing about all of the islands, don't get me wrong. So I want to focus on what makes Maui so special. The first thing, in my opinion, is the fact that we have access to more white sandy beaches, public access to more white sandy beaches than any other island, period, hands down. Now, Kauai does have the longest stretch of white sandy beach, but Maui has more access to white sandy beach. And let's face it, that's why people come here. Take a look, real quick. Lots of people right here checking it out. Yes, walking on the white sandy beach. So I don't know, call me crazy, but is that kind of why you come to Hawaii on vacation, is to be on this? I think the answer is yes. So that would be the number one reason what makes Maui no ka'oi, is more access to that right there than any other island in the Hawaiian island chain. For example, Big Island, which is big, matter of fact, it's so big that you could fit all of the Hawaiian islands onto the Big Island. That's how big it is. It's huge. It's big. But guess what it doesn't have? It doesn't have a whole lot of sandy beaches. It just doesn't. Matter of fact, you have to hunt really hard to find them. They're like, I know it's around here somewhere. Where's the beach? Because all you're really going to find is rocky shoreline, volcanic, sharp, rocky shoreline. So that's what makes Maui no ka'oi. Now you have the island of Oahu, and that is what? These people are going around me, it's so funny. Check it out. Yeah, it's okay, you can be in the video. But anyway, as I'm really close. The Big Island is really big, right? So you can fit all of the Hawaiian Islands inside the Big Island. That's crazy. Rocky shoreline, volcanic shoreline, and it has an erupting volcano. So, do I want to buy real estate on an island where there's an active erupting volcano? Might not be a good idea. Just saying. And then, of course, there's our beautiful island of Kauai. Kauai is actually my second favorite island in the Hawaiian chain. However, Hawaiian island chain, but however, they've recently completely shut down Kauai for everything. So, I don't know. It's like, let's not be too scared, guys. It's okay. We can handle this thing. So, unfortunately, the island is completely just locked down. Businesses are going away, and I don't know. It's a cool island, but I will tell you this. Matter of fact, I want to show you guys something right here. This is really cool. All right. I love showing the ocean, where it hits the ocean, where it hits the sand right there. It's just such a special spot. And yes, this is your Maui Fix. Every so often I try to bring you sights and sounds of what's going on here in Hawaii. When Verizon cooperates and when my work schedule allows, I will definitely always bring this to you, because I know somewhere out there, somewhere right now, someone's cold, they're freezing, it's cold outside, it's snowy, it's raining, it's just not comfortable. And guess what? Hawaii is comfortable. So that's one thing I will give all the Hawaiian island in the chain, is they are all beautifully comfortable year round. But let's talk about the energy of the different islands, because I think that's really important. So what do I mean by the energy of the different islands? So, and this was brought to my attention. I didn't invent this. This was brought to me by a gentleman that's lived in Hawaii for many, many decades. And he said, Eric, want to know why I live on Maui? He goes, Maui is a figure eight. A figure eight meaning, you can go all the way around it in a figure eight. It's actually sort of like two islands connected by a valley. It's why it's called the Valley Isle. And you have this figure eight, so you can drive it in a figure eight. So you have less traffic issues because it's a figure eight, and the energy of the island is different because it's a figure eight. It just flows, and it's got variety too, like a 10,000 foot mountain, Haleakala, and then a 5,000 and change foot mountain, which is the West Maui Mountains. And so it just has a different energy about it. Whereas Kauai and Oahu, semicircle, you can't go all the way around. Traffic goes this way. It's got, so it's just backing up all the time. So it's good to know that Maui has got a different energy, a good vibe, and much better traffic pattern. That's huge, especially if you're going to get into a business where you have to drive somewhere. And then the final thing would be, well, the other islands, before I get ahead of myself, we've covered Oahu. And Oahu is great, right? I mean, that's probably my third favorite island, just because it's like very beautiful, but it has 1 million people on it. So it's smaller than Maui with 1 million people. I mean, that's cool. I like people. I just don't know if I like 1 million of them shoved on a rock smaller than Maui. I mean, I'm just saying. And it has the worst traffic on planet Earth, or at least the United States. So it's cool because the North Shore, I love the North Shore. Ko'olina, the area is pretty nice. I mean, there's areas of it I love, and I love the vibe of the North Shore. It's the epic surfing epicenter of the Earth, and that's like Haleiwa, Sunset Beach. I mean, that's iconic stuff right there. You can't touch that. So that's really cool. I love that. Woo! Sorry, I just have new shoes on. I didn't want to get them wet. I felt like a girl there for a second. Woo! Like my wife, she sees any kind of insect or any kind of mammal, really, that's not whatever human. Wow, these are coming in strong. So anyway, where was I at? I don't know. I just want to have this discussion with you guys because I'm such a big proponent of Maui. And there's reasons for it. It's just not because I live here. It's not just because I sell real estate here. It's because there's some real reasons that you need to clearly understand if you're thinking about coming here on vacation or going to buy some real estate. The other thing is, check this out. You have these beautiful island that you can't really see right now because it's cloudy and windy and rainy and super cold. But over there you have the beautiful island of Molokai. And then there's this beautiful gap in between. This is where the sun travels, by the way. So if you buy a home or a condo that's inside this gap between Molokai and Lanai, you'll have year-round sunsets where the ball hits the water, like I just did a few minutes ago. Thank you, Verizon. Over here you have the island of Lanai. But these are neighboring islands. Down there you have Ko'olave. So when you're sitting here looking out at the ocean, and you're on the leeward side of the island, you get this sense of beauty, of neighboring warmth, right? This is like, I'm not in the middle of nowhere, the furthest island chain from anywhere on the planet, from another landmass. I literally have these beautiful islands that I'm looking at next to me, and it just creates this psychological sense of closeness. And also, it creates a energy breakup if there was ever a hurricane that was going to come, which it hasn't ever, I don't think, in modern history. but except for Kauai because it sticks out like a sore thumb. But there would be an energy that would break up. This would break up the energy, and also the hurricanes come from typically from the east, right? They travel from the east towards the west, and what is over to our east? The beautiful Big Island. So it, boom, takes the brunt of those potential hurricanes that are coming across. So I love the fact that Maui, in my opinion, has the best protection from the possibility of hurricanes. I don't know about you, but I'm all about risk mitigation, especially when it comes to buying real estate. Sometimes you want to make sure you're not in the lowest flood area because things happen, right? Crazy stuff happens. So you want to mitigate your risk. So on a general scale, I believe Maui is the best place to mitigate your hurricane risk. And the final thing would be this. Maui offers one thing that no other island chain on the planet offers. What is that? The opportunity to work with me as your real estate agent. No, I'm just kidding. I know, I couldn't resist it. Ah, the shameless plug. But hey, seriously guys, I truly am thankful for all the opportunity I've had to meet and talk to so many of you, and just the opportunity to just engage with people during this horrible time of COVID, where everyone's been sort of locked in their basements and stuck with their kids and telecommuting and just doing all this crazy stuff. So I'm so thankful that I've had the opportunity to share these videos with you over the last few years. It's the Maui Food Line video. It's the opportunity to watch the people in need here on the beautiful island of Maui that need food donations. So if you haven't seen the Maui Food Line video, please watch it. Please give to the MauiFoodBank.org if no can. You can. It's just $5. It's $1. It's 50 cents. Whatever you can give to the MauiFoodBank.org, please do. And what is the one thing that sets apart the island of Maui from every other island chain or every other island in the world? I don't know. I just kind of made that up on the fly, I'll be honest with you. I don't think there is anything other than it's the coolest island. And it's the only one, okay, I know what it is. It's the only island that can say that it is associated with the term Maui no Ka'oi. Matter of fact, my email address is hawaiisbest1@gmail.com. And some people think I'm like being egotistical, like, oh, Eric, you think you're the best realtor in Hawaii. Well, actually, I do. No, I'm just kidding. I picked that address because that was the best way I could interpret Maui no Ka'oi, Hawaii's best one. It's Maui is the best island in Hawaii. It's the best one. I don't know. That's how I dreamt it up. So, name another island that is known and has in it the motto, the colloquialism, the slogan. It's the best. I don't think it exists. So, anyway, for what it's worth, thanks to Verizon, I missed the sunset, and I just said, you know what? We're just going to talk. Why Maui is the best, what island to come to and visit, and please, I am promoting tourism. If you're thinking about making your travel plans, come to this island because it's the best. You won't regret it, and then come back again, come back again, come back again, and book your trip with My Perfect Stays. Dave Asecki, he'll give you a smoking deal. If you need his contact information, reach out to me, hit me in the comments, or text me 808-298-2030. Link in the description as always, and make Maui part of your travel plans. Right now we're at about 60% occupancy. Every time I go show a condo, I ask the on-site vacation manager, or I talk to the person at the lobby, like sitting there typing, and like, hey, what's your occupancy right now? And they tell me, and everyone's like pushing 50 or 60 right now. So we need to get that back up to 80, 85, and I'm telling you, Maui's gonna be back in business. Victorino, you don't need to raise taxes. You don't need to shut down the island. We just need to get tourism up. And thank you guys so much for coming and visiting. Thanks for watching the Maui Fix. Thank you so much for being a part of this recovery. And we miss you, we love you, and I'm so thankful to be sort of back in the groove. I've been showing properties all day long, 3 different clients on island, but I said, you know what, Eric, you just gotta suck it up and go out there and do that Maui Fix. The people deserve to hear from you and see a beautiful sunset. So I'm calling Verizon first thing tomorrow morning and say, guys, put me on the mega plan, whatever that is, so that we never miss the ball dropping again. So, hey, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I didn't have lunch today, so I'm running on some weird Maui energy right now. I know what it is, so hopefully I didn't talk too fast to me. People are like, this guy's crazy. Yeah, I kind of am. I punched out at 40, I moved to Maui, and never looked back. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. It's windy, it's cold, and I have my Maui jacket on. Look at that, huh? 3rd time I've worn it. 5 years. Look, the gimbal is getting blown by the wind right now. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. Hit me in the comment section. What's your outside wind, air and wind and snow temperature? And when are you coming to Maui? I want a commitment in the comment section. Say, Eric, I am coming to Maui this month, this year. Please do it. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Aloha. Like, share, subscribe. I'm just on the cusp of 20,000 subs, so please sub. Get me there. Get me there, guys. Give me the 20K. I know you can do it. I know we can do it together. I don't know what happens at 20K, but it just sounds cool. I wish I was at like 4 million subs, but that's someday. That's for like the big YouTube guys. I'm just like a little fish in a big, big pond. All right, guys. Aloha. Take care. Till next time. Was this good? I don't know. This was kind of weird for me because I'm like, Maui is no kai. I don't have to explain it. It's just everyone knows that, right? But in case you didn't, now you know.